That was Bud Tanton, one of the great Americans. Farmer, former county board member, Woodford County, Republican, somebody who taught me Sunday school and church. And I am proud to know you, Bud, and proud to have you introduce me. Friends and family, Republicans and citizens of the 18th Congressional District, elected officials and voters, what an honor it is to be with you on this beautiful day. I want to especially acknowledge my wife of 16 years, Cindy Morris. Together we are raising two children, Jordan and Taylor, who were in school this morning. And that is more important than any political campaign will ever be, raising our family. Here in Eureka, on the trail of Ronald Reagan, the greatest influence on our conservative political thinking, in the midst of the most productive farmers on earth, a manufacturing base that is leading the world, the finest private health care, the strongest families, and rock-solid conservative values, I am excited to kick off my campaign for the United States Congress. Woo! I'm going to tell you all a little secret. I tell everybody I meet, so it's not a big secret. We live in the greatest part of the greatest country in the world. Here in central Illinois, we know what counts. We believe in promoting entrepreneurship and private enterprise. We believe we have a country worth defending, and we respect the sacrifices of those who have made our freedoms possible. We believe that dignity is earned and not given. We believe that hard work should be encouraged and not punished with never-ending taxes. We believe that the solution to society's challenges are found in faith and family, and not more federal mandates and regulations. Born and raised in central Illinois, these are the values instilled in me by my parents, who are here today. And these are the values I will take to Washington as our next congressman. For more than half a century, we have enjoyed the principled leadership of Ray LaHood and Bob Michael, both of whom I've been privileged to call friends. But now, we must choose a new representative in Congress. This election could not come at a more critical time in the history of Central Illinois, our nation, and our Republican Party. We face big challenges. We face an enemy abroad who hates our freedom and is bent on our destruction. We face a Democrat-controlled Congress that wants to punish hard work and believes we can tax our way to prosperity. We face a dangerous environment for our kids and our families, led by a morally bankrupt Hollywood and increasing numbers of public officials who do not identify with common sense traditional values. Friends, as we stand here on the Ronald Reagan Trail, in the footsteps of my hero, I believe the solution to our problems are simple. Lower taxes, less government, strong defense, and faith and family. Yeah. As our next congressman, I commit to these simple principles. As a father and husband, I believe it is our charge to leave our children with an America greater than the one we were given. And far more than my experience as an elected official, far more than my experience as an elected official, my role as a dad informs my political outlook. My faith gives me purpose. My family gives me perspective. My highest priority is to keep America safe. We face a threat from Islamic terrorism, and the focal point of that struggle is Iraq. We must continue to take the fight to the terrorists and achieve victory in Iraq. To do this, we must first establish the security that will bring about political stability. The surge is working. We must allow our troops to get the job done. This war will not be won by armchair generals in the Democratic Party. We must give our troops and the equipment and funding they need, and our generals the confidence they deserve. As your congressman, I commit to always support, to fund our soldiers who we have sent to defend our freedom. The war against terrorism is not confined to the borders of Iraq. Dangerous dictators with radical ideals, particularly in Iran, pose a threat to American security and world peace. We cannot be asleep at the wheel. Iran must be stopped in its blatant attempt to acquire dangerous weapons. As your congressman, I will put the safety and security of the American people first and support all reasonable means to checking Iranian aggression and aggression from any other place. A strong defense also means we must secure our borders. Until we secure our borders, we will have no idea who is entering and exiting the United States, and until we secure our borders, we can have no meaningful immigration reform. As our congressman, I will vote to secure our borders and bring about immigration reform that respects the rule of law. On the domestic front, we need to secure our future with tax policies that will grow our economy and with fiscal discipline to live within our means. Today, it seems that some people think big government is okay as long as we're the ones in charge of it. But I think smaller government is always better. For a government big enough to give you everything you want is a government big enough to take it all away from you. As someone wiser than me once said. And believe me, the Democrats are trying. Conservatives know that what the best way to grow the economy and ensure that everyone prospers is to get government out of the way of business. We need tax cuts, fewer onerous regulations. My experience on the city council proved that worked. I voted against property tax rates every single time. And I pushed for spending cuts necessary to pass 8 balanced budgets. And we did it all while having to deal with the mandates passed down from Washington and Springfield. By encouraging private enterprise, we grew the local economy. I want to take this record of conservative leadership to Washington. And as your congressman, I will end the death tax once and for all. It is a double tax that hurts our family farmers and small businesses. I will introduce legislation to roll back the capital gains tax to encourage the investment and grow our economy. Speaking of economy, agriculture is the backbone of the 18th Congressional District. We must protect and promote our farmers, and we must ensure that they have access to foreign markets to sell their goods. I support renewing the President's Trade Promotion Authority. But more importantly, we must harness the productivity of our farmers and farmland and use it to make Central Illinois the new energy capital of the world. We will do this by encouraging investment in renewable energy sources like ethanol, biofuels, wind farms. Wind farms would generate a lot of energy today. Fuel cells, clean coal, and clean burning generators, all of which are being produced already right here in Central Illinois. As Congressman, I commit to leading the effort to make the 18th Congressional District a new energy capital of this country by offering tax incentives to encourage investment in these industries. I am a conservative Republican, and I don't apologize for it. As I have proven, not just at election time, I'm a conservative. I'm 100% pro-life. I will defend marriage. I will protect our Second Amendment rights. I am excited by all of the support and interest in my campaign. We are going to take our conservative values to Washington, D.C. because we don't need more Washington in Central Illinois. We need more Central Illinois in Washington, D.C. These are our simple principles. Lower taxes, less government, strong defense, faith, and family. It's that simple. This is a critical election. We need a congressman not only experienced in politics, but with the perspective of a parent. I am ready to be our conservative voice in Washington. I need your vote on February 5th. God bless each of you, and God bless this great nation. Thank you. Good. Good. Reform that was